Ah, yes. Here we are, chat. This has been a long time coming. Pathologic. The legendary Slavic medical horror simulator. God damn, this title music goes hard. Alright. Well, let's just... Whoa!
It's all about trickery to you?
Okay.
Where do you come from?
Hold on a second. Can I... Where's the... I'm gonna need some, Oh, is there no, It would seem that there is, no closed captioning. Even... It still the music still continues in the pause menu? Sweet.
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funis sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Well, shit, that was inscrutable. Oh. Okay, you just kind of froze in time there. Alright. Well, this should give you a little, like, 3-minute soliloquy, three-way soliloquy should give you an idea of what you're in for. Ah, okay. Okay. Let's see, who do we want to play as? This character's unlocked to finish the Bachelor's or the Horror Specs' storyline. Full disclosure, chat, I'm going to be playing Pathologic 2 at some point, which is specifically about the Haru specs. So I'm going to skip the Haru specs and only play the Bachelor and the Changeling for this game. So let's start with the Bachelor. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of invincible evil with a capital E. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time... Oh, hey, Imagine! How you doing today, buddy? How you doing, friend? Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. Hey, Imagine, how you doing today, buddy? How you doing, good buddy?
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
Hey, Imagine, you just go ahead and get settled in. It's going to be quite a ride. So, what are you up to, Imagine? God damn, that buzz cut is immaculate. Dude, did I leave the water running at home? Oh fuck, I think I did. Well, that was uncomfortable. That looks nothing like the in-game character model. Alright. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. Thanatology, I suppose, being the study of death. Not necessarily the study of corpses, as I believe that is necrobiology. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. What? You find an immortal man and they still shut down your laboratory? Okay, sure, whatever. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Today's quest, other tasks. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Alright, let's... where are we going? Okay. Okay, the clock is ticking. So yeah, the big part of this game is that time constantly moves. Always. Oh, there we go. So you need to be very quick and efficient with everything you do, because it very much matters. Anyone worth talking to? Oh, hi, Ava. Whoa, okay, that's, her voice is very quiet. Did the sounds from the outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly. No, I heard nothing. I think there are strangers in the backyard by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. I'd like to thank you for your hospitality for board and bed. I sincerely hope you have everything you need, because I'm happy to have you here. Danil, is it? Could you please tell me where your ruler, Simon Kane, lives? Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad. But Simon won't go anywhere. He has always been, he always will be, even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Okay, well, if the sun falls to the ground. Yeah, whatever. Please stay with me a little longer. I couldn't even imagine hospitality here, but who's waiting for me? I didn't notify old Burak of my arrival. I'm not even sure what made me take off for this place. Glory is the messenger riding ahead of the man. A celebrity from the capital. Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica. The man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you. Okay. The glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to the expectations. Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Okay. Millions of doctors have defeated on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself, rather than a singular case of death. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So where is the key to my victory? Jesus, what a ponce. It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Square. But could I, please offer you a piece of advice? Go on. Simon has two younger brothers. The eldest of the two, Georgie, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the three is Victor. His daughter, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. Okay, there's something up with Maria. Alright, thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that maybe have helped you if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Alright, let's see here. Where? Oh, wait, god damn it. Okay, show me that map. God damn it! Okay, I guess I can't use WASD keys on the map. That's gonna be troublesome. Alright, where am I? Is that... Okay, is that me? I presume that's me right there, that little symbol in the corner. Oh, wait, no, it's me. I'm right here. Right, so... Turn left, make an immediate right. Cool, cool, cool. Not sure what that symbol is, then. Alright, where's the door out of here? There we go. But yeah, welcome to Pathologic, imagine. Walt, I'm going to teach you about the technicalities of the setting. The time and the place. It's non-essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box. And that would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? Okay. Speak, I'm listening. Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Yeah, I knew that already, buddy. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. And so it makes sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot. A background. A bunch of extras. As it has always been. Indeed. Still, it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people, and don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. And why is that? The world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. Again, I feel like that goes without saying, but please go on. How need I describe? You've got a vivid imagination. Everything changes from mystical aspects to mundane things, like people you need treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things. A sorry prospect. So how do I maintain my reputation? Really, how is that even a question? The same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not betray, do not steal, do not covet, do not be an asshole. Do not get caught. The rules are the same for everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you, then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked out about human lives. Don't put too much stock into another's words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Yet he who trusts no one is deluded. I know that from experience. Okay, well, I'm here. Oh, I can just save? That's way different from the sequel. Or the remake. Let's see, audio. There we go. That should fix things. Yeah, imagine. How are you liking Pathologic so far? Venerable, the tragedian. Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a minute. The conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues. At least during important ones. And our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all, don't you? Let's see, play, what are you talking about, Mask Man? I'm neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't, you're a living, breathing man. As is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definitive proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I would like to point out how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress, but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops. Shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only private residences around here. I'm sorry, that's just how our world is. Yes, the world's unjust. Quite silly if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be quite brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out on the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, where others will be willing to part with their life's blood for them. Blood? Well, what you want about, buddy? Yes, blood. It's not my place to lecture you, but if, following your Hippocratic oath, you ever consider easing someone's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You'll feel the pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You'll be seen as a benefactor willing to part with a precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No. Not yet. Show me the way to Simon Kane's house. Turn left now, across the alley, you'll see a cathedral with 3 mansions across Bridge Square. Simon lives in the one that's closest to the river. Thank you. Real quick, let me see. Let me try and find if there's like a sprint button. Strafe left, strafe right, use jump, high, sneak, reload, inventory, map, diary, line, quick. Okay, unfortunately, I cannot run. This is as fast as I go. I guess we're bee-hopping, fellas. Ooh, I'll take that. Yeah, get used to seeing me dumpster dive. It's quite it is by no exaggeration very important for your survival in this game. I shit you not. That's the wonderful. Yep, it's this one here. Alright, let's go see what Maria wants. Oh, what would I just pick up? So just flash in the top left of the screen. Hello, hi. Don't mind me, I'm just having a look around. Alright, Maria, you there? Maria? What the hell? Ooh. Okay, she's... Okay, time to find the staircases. Staircase. Alright, where the hell is it? Oh!
I think I'm having fever heat.
Okay, damn. Even 100% the voice lines are still quiet. Oh well, 90% of the dialogue is just text. You resemble an adventurer more than a doctor. Appearances can be deceiving. I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. What else did you see in that dream? I'll tell you when I think I can trust you. I hope that happens soon.
Did you see anything weird on your way here?
No, I just fished a few deep bottles out of the dumpster, but that's about it. I have a lot to tell you, Bachelor Dankovsky, but I dare not, until you meet my Uncle Georgie. Otherwise, he'll rip my tongue out for disclosing a secret. Some strict morals your family has. They make more sense than you may think. This is not a game, is it? For all that is holy, do speak to my uncle, then come back to me. Otherwise, the excruciating anticipation will tear my heart to pieces. Alright, where is your uncle now? Close at hand, just next door. Go to the wing that's closer to the river. The roof is shaped like a crown. I'll be back soon. Okay, alright, wait, so does the separate wing have a... What kind of house design is this where the wing has a separate... Oh, okay. Alright, fountain. Any dumpsters I can dive in? No? Unfortunate. Yeah. I know this is Simon Kane's house, but I believe Georgie is also here. Okay, that's Simon. I remember him from the sequel, I believe. Okay, I'll just talk to him. Oh, no, wait, this is Georgie. Most venerable doctor, it was with great impatience that we've been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are quite aware of the difficulties you were experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous brother, the creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. Who did it? That is what we want to find out, with your help, Bachelor Dankovsky. Well, not so immortal now, is he? What do you know? My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mysteries surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Who was the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Isidore Barak. Was he not the very person who advised you to come here as well? Yes. Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? Categories like time, nature, and fate deprive man of responsibility for what goes on around him. I was taught to avoid this worldview. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, that I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let's not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Really? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume the Queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn. But why? To grant you victory over death. Was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you. Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. What did he do? It is of no importance to me what exactly he did. Why not? He fucking died! I know. He took another leap for the stars and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer. Everything has gone to wreck and ruin. I wish I could take vengeance upon the person who ripped the life from this man. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother, Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Dankovsky. Wait, hold on. I just want to get back together. Sure, help you in every way I can. I am convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve the puzzle, then it is you. The mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of the puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Fine, I'm out of that course of it. You have my sympathy. Okay, Crucible, mention of Victor Kane, Simon Kane's brother. Alright, I guess I'll go show up and I guess I'll go talk to Maria first on the way to see Victor. But yeah, to summarize, Simon Kane, the immortal man, was murdered, and it may have been because of something he was trying to do to help me with my research, which apparently has something to do with fighting death itself. This is about as comprehensible as the game will get, so strap in. Now, let's see. Okay, maybe if I, okay, master volume is up to... If I turn down the music, we can hear the voices. Well, I just realized these are broken mirrors. What the hell happened in here?
Oh, Mother. Why can't you be here with us?
Okay, that's better, I guess. Now listen closely. The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I'm going to ask something of you. I am not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins, but you are not harnessed. So it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I'm not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you are able to intervene. I know that for a fact. And who are these people? That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. These people are bound to you. Bound, you say? There is a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap, in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the Bound. Huh. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. That was a fucking mouthful. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you clairvoyant or something? Ah, yes, you haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. Yeah, sure, why not? Immortal man, clairvoyant women, sure, why not? Okay, forgive me, this fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I name to you? Answer me, before going back to Ava. Alright, if it's truly within my power, I'll do my best to save their lives. Alright, whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine, they may well hold the key to my victory in their hands. Georgie Kane, Victor Kane, Andre, Peter Stamat, Andre and Peter Stamatin, Maria Kina, which, Kina, I thought it was Kane, but okay, whatever. Ava Yan, Mark Immortel. Who the fuck is Mark? Okay, nothing really all that pressing. Okay, the abattoir. First block, the termitary. Second block, the abattoir. Oh, okay, this gives me a few, this gives me a few names. The mansion of Katrina. Yes, that's where Victor lives. Mysterious Maria. Alright, let's go talk to Victor. Oh, it's you guys. There's something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about. When you speak to the bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry, you will easily be able to make out what kind of a person is standing before you. An observant man that you are. So use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with the utmost respect. If I ever engage in conversations with someone, it won't be for personal gain. Each conversation will bring you a small profit, depending on the outcome, of course. Depending on the outcome, you say. Every line you utter will have consequences. News spreads rapidly around here. If you spoil your reputation in one place, you'll have to reap what you have sown in another. Restore your good name in the south, and you'll receive a warmer welcome in the north. They will heed every word you say, and you'll be rewarded. Not by means of money, I hope. A handful of money. It's not a dialogue fee, don't get me wrong. Never refuse to take small sums of money from the bound. That will not belittle you in any fashion, but rather demonstrate that you appreciate the local customs. Alright, I'll keep the local customs in mind. What do you have to say? The town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? There are all kinds of people here. The simple folk, and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter will know way more than they're ever going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. Who are these remarkable people? There are 20-something of them, equally distinguished. By their lodgings or their presence. They're called many names. The bound, the fated, the adherents. The Gobos, Taglur, the town's circle. Simon preferred their company to any other. Why? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or disreputable. They will earn their worth. You just give them time. They're the most important joints of the town. Why are you telling me all this? Every day one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take the keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in your way. How do you know what is helpful and what gets in the way? Okay, alright. Dropping you more hints will be cheating. Shutting up now. Allow me to conclude then. Each bound you save will influence the finale of your adventure. Each of them has their own goals and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive, and then, well, you've been warned. Okay, I'll take that into account, and I'll be careful. Alright. Be hopping my way to victory. What? Oh, hey, Victor.
Perhaps old Gimski is setting a trap for this newly arrived harassment.
The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane, at your service. Daniel Dankovsky, at yours. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary horrors will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression, you know. Our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the tradition. The games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please take it easy to us. Take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. How can I help you? Georgie has told me everything, which is to say, he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us. May I ask why? The killer's goals seem to... Let's see, well, hold on, let me think. Just a little puzzle, sure, tragedy. Okay, well, the killer's goals seem to align astonishingly well with the goals who've been waging war against my work for years. I am prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home, then an hour later he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the focus and to fast for a week, for taking neither meat nor water. Then in the morning, he was found dead. Wait, a whole week?! I guess maybe you could, like, drink beer or something. That gives you calories, I suppose. I no meat or water. Our explanation is that he wanted to be mourned beforehand. That's the custom with the local people. This is very like him. So he knew in advance that he would die. I think, between me and you, that's precisely what my brother Georgie fears. I can say nothing more about that. Alright, so Simon knew his death was imminent and wanted to prepare the town for it. Interesting. How was the body discovered? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It's currently inside the focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. What is this focus place? It's hard to explain. It's a study, if you will. An extraordinarily spacious creative laboratory, almost perfectly sealed off. Except for the door that was visible at all times, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, metaphorical doors really tie a room together. I don't understand. It was like an equation, or a mere puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there. Take my word for it. Alright, so we have an immortal man, clairvoyant, just oracles, just straight up oracles, and now a fucking TARDIS, an extra-dimensional space. I'm starting to think this town is kind of weird, guys. Well, Simon did get in there somehow. He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Maybe he was a sorcerer. God damn. Maybe Ava had a point. Alright, so how can I help you? Take a look around, trust your intuition, do whatever you like, speak to her if you need to, look for the murderer, doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking into the last breath. I'm sure your rational thinking will help you. Alright, who among the townsfolk can help me with this? My daughter will advise you better there. Her name is Maria. For several days she's been obsessed with some design that is somehow related to your arrival. Yes, don't be surprised. She knew beforehand that you were coming. I'm not surprised. Really? That's good. Anyway, Maria believes that several bound people will play a special role in your fate. Before you leave this place, of course, perhaps it is them that you should ask for help first. First, I get from my dear colleague Isidore Barak. Where does he live? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I will be careful. Okay, Simon is dead. Alright, so that's where I need to go next. Wait a second, so how do I see the body, then? And I guess I'll go see Isidore. Wait, hold on a second. Where does this go? Okay, that door just does not work. Very well, very well. The hell is this even supposed to be? Oh, it's an upside-down person. Seems like a good place to save real quick. Alright, so I'll just go straight, take the bridge, and just keep going east. Let's see. Dumpsters. Looking for dumpsters. Oh! Dumpsters! Yes! Yes. More bottles! Damn it! Only the greatest of treasures lie in trash bins. Okay. Is this where the bridge is? Oh, yes, there it is. Whoa. Hi. Why is your icon a doll? My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dears doing? Is everything all right? Oh, women's share is hard. Yes. Everything will be fine. Why'd the music stop? How about you? You got anything to say? Oh, everything will be fine. Let's see what you guys have to say here. I'd be much obliged to help me how to learn to get you. Tell me about the town hall. The town hall's the most useless place in the whole town, I'm telling you. The only thing it's good at is taking up space is those prominent buildings in the backbone. Sinister, but still useless. Why useless? Because we are ruled by the, well, rulers. There are no officials around here, no need for them too. You want to know what's up there in the town hall? The post office and the jail. Nothing more. It's fine. They'll finally repurpose the building someday. Turn it into a school, maybe, where the facility would still be of better use. I see. How do I get to the backbone? How come we still haven't got a map? You left for good with that one. The back road's in the knots. That's the middle part of the district, between the gullet and the guzzle. Much obliged. They tell me more about the Termitary. 2 massive buildings on the eastern part of Earth. Why Earth specifically? Is that the name of the town? The Termitary marks the district's border. Beyond that, there is only the abattoir and then the steppe itself. People do not belong there. Why? Well, they just don't. It's not a people place. Someone has to work there, right? Some folk do. The steppe people. The butchers. That's way outside of your area of expertise, believe me. That was intriguing, my good man. Let's see. The warehouse is a district as well, right? It is, but there's not much to tell about it. It consists of 2 parts. The first part where everything that the town exports is stored. Meat, sausage, ham, bone meal, so on. All sound very delicious. The other one stores various hardwares. And also, the manufactured goods that the regular train delivers. How do I get there? That's in the knots. It's the southeasternmost part, to be precise. East of the station. The meat warehouse are the ones closer to the station. The hardware ones are closer to the town. There's a railroad track going between them. Thank you. Okay, yep, that's about it. Okay. You okay, buddy? Oh, fuck! Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is! For 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Oh, friend, if only I could wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. Oh, I didn't drink from the river, then. Only lowly animals, dirty of image, drink from the river. Us proud men deserve to drink spring water. 'Tis brought here in barrels, but they're often empty. I get it from there, but I'm out of bottles. I drink straight out of the fountain, but I'm gonna faint. The air here's too spicy, I'm barely walking as it is. So the local herbs are in bloom this time of year. They're not blooming, Professor. They're withering. Withering, and it's producing a general languor. People fall dead without sleep, like leaves from a branch. Oh, because the surplus of juices. Or maybe not, I'm really not a science guy. So you're a student? Oh no, I'm but a woeful wretch, Professor. A wretch that had suffered all too much. My condolences. Let's just, keep going here. So you've got an abattoir in town. What is it? It is with great trepidation that I set out to answer your question, Professor. The abattoir has been here since nothing else was. And mark my word, here will remain when nothing else does. For 'tis all vanity of vanities, and all is vanity. Why trepidate? My trepidation comes from uncertainty and confusion, Professor. The abattoir instills fear. But what is it if not a temple of death? An operational one, mind you, unlike the town cathedral in Bridge Square. Operational. Hundreds of bulls are being slaughtered there. What else is there to know? It is our humble town that provides the whole northeastern region with beef. Or even the whole country, mayhap. How many poor bull souls does it take to stuff the belly of a country that has millions upon millions of citizens, Your humble river obviously supplies the whole country with water. Is that me being a sarcastic jackass? A lot, I guess. Am I going the right way? Kinda. I'll just take a left over here. I mean, a right. A right. What am I thinking here? Alright. B-hop. Wait, what? Don't I have that? What? What is this? Kerosene? Okay, I have a full bottle of water. I think I'm just going to keep my water because I kind of need that. Okay, am I going the right way here? Not entirely, but it's okay because... Okay, damn it, no. Ooh, a razor blade. That's probably useful. Oh, look, a random bull skull. Ah, damn it, can't go through there. Oh no, the sun's coming out, it looks a bit better. Oh, here, you look fairly normal. Oh, it's just the same dialogue. That does not make architectural sense. And there's like a clothing shop. Don't need that right now. Ah, what would I just do? Check my statuses: hunger, exhaustion, infection. I can't remember if you need to keep hunger up or keep it low. So here we are, once again, no one's asking us. Gotta smoke. Okay, okay. Who are you? Tell me about yourself. Me? Well, I'm a factory worker. Owner treats us like dirt, though. Well, I got me my own house, otherwise I would have been stuck in that husk with the rest of them. No going out, not even to buy bread. You sit there knowing that what you stockpile beforehand. They're completely off their rocker. What are you talking about? The termitary, and why? For what sins? Did we not handle the workload well enough? Maybe so, but still. What do we do now? Nah. Home is best. Feels nice to have one. I can appreciate that. More of a living as a commune is warmer. Yeah, mutual support, team spirit, and all that. You have one bite in 1,000 mouths, one gulp in 1,000 throats. Support becomes irrelevant. Starving and therefore getting weak. You don't seem to be starving here. Don't seem to be. Well, how about you take off your big city goggles, huh? Just take a peek inside the cemetery. You'll turn your nose up at it at a split sec. That's where they seem to be starving, all right. Train is 2 weeks off schedule. Yeah, it works fine for them Providence squirrels. The rest are on their hunkers. So stocking up was the right choice. Good for them squirrels. Let's see, what else have you got? You see anything suspicious? You're going after the wrong people. What about you, Doc? Can you tell a man-eating Mara when you see her? It's definitely cruel. Everyone's going mad for her. Man-eating what? Everybody's looking for a Mara. Well, they say no one believes in her, but everyone's keeping an eye over their shoulder. You know how they paint Mara? There's a girl warming her hands up with her hair loose. All lithe and nimble as she bends back, peeks at you, and BAM! Her face is all twigs. So you believe in this kind of monster? No, come on, I'm an adult man. On the other hand, pigs fly and all, you know. If Simon can live for 200 years, why can't Amara suck his life out, using her twigs as sipping straws? You're a funny man, Pop. I guess funny is a word for it. Alright, let's go see Isidore. Should be just around the bend. Damn, it's empty. That's it? Nope. Okay. I guess I have to go around. What? Yeah, I'm working on it. Hold on. Okay, which one? Okay, it's this one? Wait. Where's the door at? Where's the... Okay, I guess the... What? Where's the damn front door? Yes, the front door's on this side. God, who planned this shit? I don't even have a degree in city planning, I can tell you. I know better than this. Was this whole town designed by a committee? Because this feels like what a whole town designed by a committee would be. There. Ah, there we go. Gentlemen! A foul murder has occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. The sighting of the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you'd like to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Barak, a great surgeon, a benefactor to us all. An all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor, too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life, too. And this is merely the beginning. What makes you so sure? Or what makes you think the two cases are connected? Well, who would have the heart to attack such men? You asked me yesterday, I'd have told you no one would dare inflict such an ugly wound on this town. But there is someone. It has to be just that. Someone. Well, looks fishy if you ask me. That thing was no man, that's what I think. Explain yourself. See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm to the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that, there you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor. Where the deceased had been a renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof steps and like the traces of a sharp bone, I guess. As if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her. Shabnak, a deer. The clay man-eater. I want to inspect the building. You've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Savarov family. His house is in decline right now, but is still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that's been responsible for maintaining the worldly order and public safety in the town since the olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take the road up there and get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start. You got anything to say? I'm doing my job, you do yours. Okay, nothing. Oh, look, there's fire over there. Do I even want to go over there? Yeah, sure, real quick, let's just see. Oh. That's, Oh, look, they're burning someone alive. How quaint. Would you care to explain that? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, what have you done? How is it? That was no Shabnak. That was a girl. A living girl. Get lost and never set foot here again. But in the fire, she's not to burn, for she's made of clay. Wrong, all wrong. Hardened she must and fall apart. What have you done, you dimwits? Gotta keep looking. Come on, fellas, let's find the bitch. Haven't combed my backbone yet. Where's the patrol? Have you murdered them too? Okay, oh dear. I'll be taking those. And, a gun! I just get a gun? Like right at the beginning? Damn, I am glad I came this way! Alright, let's try and get out of here. A fucking gun already? Ooh, and a dumpster! Damn. Oh, wait, I'm not going the right way. Yeah, this is the way I need to go. I wonder if... Does inventory not pause the game? That kind of sucks. Okay, looks like the entrance is right here-ish. Well, I'm going to presume this is the spot. Really wish the map showed these damn fences. Yo, Savarov.
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? As if I needed to ask that. No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. This country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? The movement of plants is an obvious effect in our life. How are we doing? Possibly getting prof. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? I'm a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I can allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
Yes.
So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? Okay, so, I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost, but now it turns out that... he has been murdered, yes. So the murder is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. So who did it? Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Let's see. Who is it, then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being awake for quite a while. His father sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? The wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, how did you figure that out? Honestly, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, bachelor? Of course I do. Well, you should get to know my wife, then. Or better yet, those who've already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost. Rationalists. She got something to say to you, too, by the way. So your wife called out Isidore's son specifically? Not specifically, no, but it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death makes you wonder, too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. Right, that's not enough. I'll take the investigation in my own hands. Is there anyone who can be of help to me apart from your wife? There are a few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here. Except for one, Yulia Lyurasheva, perhaps. A most level-headed, reasonable person. The only person who remains skeptical about Katerina's towns, too. With a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. What is this, Yulia? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being rebuilt. Did logistics or maybe communications, not sure. They said she's a true expert in her field. Smart, yes. A polymath. Then the team left, but she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. Very well, I'll speak to this Yulia. Oh, there she is. Right, but Zalbrov said his wife also wanted to speak with me.
I've got a firm hand.
Oh, I can still talk to him. Okay, not... okay. There's unrest in the Termitary. If I weren't certain that Isidore has been murdered by his son, I would even consider the crime to be politically motivated. Isidore is trying to take over the kin and become its leader, at least according to the information I have. What is the kin? The steppe people who work in the abattoir, many of the factory workmen, an ignorant patriarchal pile that hasn't changed much since the Stone Age. They look human enough, but if you look closer, they're just beasts. Believe me when I'm telling you that I'm not snobbish in the slightest, but there's good reason to call them that. I see. I don't think you're aware of the fact that Isidore came to me last night, just after he had returned, and warned me there were some ominous events ahead of us. I took that as an unofficial warning about his upcoming takeover. So you took measures? Evidently. I've mobilized the patrols. I see what you're implying, Bachelor, but I'm not insane. Engineering Isidore's murder, as a matter of fact, a strong independent kin under Isidore's rule would have been way more useful to me. Really, why? Because that would weaken the power of the Honorable Vladislav Olgimsky, who's pocketed the economy of the whole town. You'd rather see the kin as a dumb and speechless herd, and come to think of it, well, I'm sure you understand where I'm going with this. This is precisely what Georgie warned me about.
This Haruspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go.
Give me that... I don't want to be too hostile. Let's see if I can find his... Okay, I believe his wife lives... Oh, I can actually look inside that stuff now. Bonito Burrito. Now, if I remember correctly, his wife lives somewhere around here. For some reason, they live in separate parts of the same house. Oh, there you are. What the hell is that?
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. A brutal philosophy. I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I am talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Dankovsky. Do you favor good or evil? That's too vague a question. I cannot be more coherent. Details distort the core essence. They devalue the words. What you're saying is that it will be I who is to adjust the details along the way, right? Buttons, you say? I can't help but notice that she said her eyes look like buttons, but some of the people in their little picture icons here have the images of dolls. You are a brave man, Bachelor Dankovsky. Why? This fight is very unlikely to end in your favor. Does the clay and bone man-eater leave traces of the kind you've witnessed? It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it this way. It makes it easier for them. Fight is... So you know the details of my fight in advance. If you don't point at the killer by nightfall, then the killer will strike you down as well. You simply won't be able to recognize them. You won't notice them crawling up to you. Somehow you'll be very surprised upon seeing their face, and that will leave you paralyzed. How do you know all of this? I'm clairvoyant. What's the nature of your visions? This should not be your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left. That number is dwindling. I don't throw predictions around. Others will tell you how often they have come true. Do heed my words. Alright, fine. I'm gonna raid your drawers. Oh, okay, guess I can't. Alright, let's go talk to Yulia. B-hop! Still trying to figure out how the statuses work. Actually, no, I'll go up here and see if I can hit up any dumpsters on the way. No, that's just a concrete thing. Oh, look, another one. And this is the correct one. Yes, yes, it is. Why does everyone have these dividers everywhere? Ooh, chess. Oh, there you are. Excuse me, I'm gonna look around a bit more. Okay, nothing. I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? It means that average people are tired. Well, I haven't slept for a while, have you? Oh no, Herbert. Tiberides and blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with these stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It's just I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. What herb is that? No matter what preternatural traits the locals ascribe to it, the twire is all Twire is all heady aroma. A bunch of superstitions and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jimson weed are much more fascinating than what Twire has to offer. You know that from experience? Pity I'm not a botanist. Damn, I wish there was a way to make the voices louder. So you traveled all the way here, only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered? Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon. I wanted to ask you for help. Sabarov told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. Okay, wait, wait, hold on. I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. Let's see here. What kind of narrative? Considering the circumstances of the death, they said Simon locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned. By the Canes, I would have thought. I know their family too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them will stoop to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poison, how did you arrive at this conclusion? I don't believe you understand what "he died in the focus" really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte. Oh, thank you, thank you for banning that, bot, Imagine. Thank you. I didn't see you do that, but thank you for doing that. Well, what is this focus, then? The focus isn't anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, since no physical object may be brought into focus, either. Huh. Okay, no one but the owner. So there can be multiple focuses, Okay, this can only mean that Simon had brought the killer in with him, or rather within him, since no physical object can be brought into focus either. Huh. Alright. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to work. What is a Kunststück? What? You can't just hit me with these new random terms. They allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate objects. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely possible for someone to get inside. Like, so they're wizards. It's just a family of fucking wizards. That's it. That's what I'm getting from this. That's their thing. That's all they do. They just find new and more inventive ways to tell physics to go fuck itself. Yeah. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. Is that so? These liberals coming up with new words. Yeah. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That is why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I'm going to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. Was Isidore seen with Sabarov by any chance? He warned Sabarov of an upcoming storm. Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Elgimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Burak was one of their own men. Really? Definitely, the Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Elgimsky family. If Isidor's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidor would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That's the name of the Elgimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Jeez, man, laying it on a bit thick, don't you think? I know you're the Bachelor, but come on! No need to man-whore yourself.
Yes?
Do you have anything else you can say? Okay, so if you're all the way here to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most... I doubt I can do it on my own. Type plain simple, what do you make of all this? So I have heard. A wisecrack, I know. It says that while you were trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, to put it bluntly, you have become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? You want advice? I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use their authority to their own benefit. Alright, so trust neither the Kings, the Saburovs, or the Ilgemskis. Very well. I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people who are standing will not try to use me. It's more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, they may want you to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility, the women of influence. They know much more than the simple townsfolk, yet they care much less than the families in power. Who are these lady aristocrats? Lady aristocrats. Such a way of saying it strictly within the specific context of values and perceptions characteristic of a backwoods hole like ours. The catch of the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, it's granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, honesty of demeanor, you know, this whole assortment. Alright. Bad boss bitches. Got it. Do tell me who these affluent ladies are. Lara, Ava, yours truly, and last but not least, Maria. I wouldn't listen to Katerina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you? I can't stand it. It is better to die than to lie. I see. Perhaps you like being played with, then. Even less so. In this case, Maria seems to be your best bet. She is too arrogant to lie and too respectful to dare play with you. You should value the affection of someone this proud. But I digress. What is your intended course of action? Depends. If the Canes have been so considerate to promote me to the rank of bait, there's no need for any special efforts to play that role. The main thing is to be available.
This girl is a change.
Let's see what else.
She's not the murderer.
You managed to find out so much about me in 1 minute's talk. Oh, okay. Not quite, but I imagine. Could you tell me about Lara? I'd rather not speak on the matter. You'll know Lara well enough as soon as you meet her. My relationship with her is complicated. Why is that? They say Lara is an angel, an epitome of benevolence and compassion. She sees everyone as a friend. She is too eager to help, too happy to oblige. After her father died, she turned the Rabble Mansion into the most hospitable and heartwarming place in town. Long story short, Lara is believed to be the kindest woman of us all. However, that's not true. She is a woman devastated by grief. All the gifts she is so happy to give away are fundamentally offerings to a dead person. She favors the living with something the dead have no use for. Who is the addressee? Could it be her late father? This is merely speculation, though. Something I was able to conjecture from what observations I made. So Lara is no angel. Her philanthropy is almost reprehensible. She pities everyone she comes across, for she knows they will all die, just like her dearly departed. She sees a corpse in everyone she looks upon. I can't say I appreciate it, but that being said, it will certainly be of great help to you in your inquiry. I see. You get a marker on the map for me, but okay. Okay, do you like Ava Yan? Very much. I wouldn't expect... I wouldn't be much of a stretch to say I absolutely admire her. Yeah, same here. Oh, okay.
I'm afraid.
Okay. Do you have any relevant experience? Do you know how murderer may be found? Looking for killers to do law enforcement officers? Really? But I hunt the killer of all killers in my laboratory. Incidentally, it is more possible that the killer is hiding in the house of Hana Angel, a thespian of sorts. Now, there is another woman worthy of attention. In fact, I heard some ghastly man covered in blood was seen entering her house today. What kind of woman is this Hana Angel? I struggle to imagine a person whose name is less reflective of her inner self. So there's a bloody man hiding in her house? Where would that be? She lives in a mansion that once belonged to a family of exiles. So many mansions in town, whose political views led them to a far-out town like ours. Because of some ill-conceived sense of camaraderie, they're happy to give shelter to a runaway actress. As soon as she told them she was persecuted by the powers that be. There's that wording, there's that phrase again. A few years later they died, suspiciously if you asked me, leaving Willow Mello, their daughter, in the care of their companion. Willow died soon thereafter. Seriously. They all died of natural causes, allegedly, even though Willow was buried in a tightly closed coffin. The body was examined by Isidore Barak, however, and he's not a man who would cover up a crime. Anyway, you would do good to take a look at the house yourself. The mansion is known as the Willows, stands by the gullet, in earth. Hannah, huh? Well, I'll get to know her. Alright, let's see here. Sticky's house. Where's Laura? Oh, Laura! Okay, here, I think I'll do a nice big circle here. I'll go down to Anna, talk to Vlad, go talk to Laura. That seems like a good way to do things. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Oh, hey, a child. Hey, you, don't mess with us. We know a thing or two about life. Hey, why are you so... Tell me about the hind. Why are you so bristled up? It has begun. A crushing blow to the soul into halves is being prepared. There are almost 70 dogheads. No one will escape their doom. Huh? Who are the soul into halves and the dogheads? The soul into halves have a soul and a half, and the dogheads have dogheads. As you can see, it's a clash of ideas, a matter of principle. It's not a them situation. There will be no mercy. You've got some fierce games. A game to some, destiny to others. I hope you avoid manslaughter. Shouldn't you be in school right now? They tell me about the hindquarters. Hey, oh, the hindquarters is a merry district. It's in earth, above the factories. On the bank of the gullet, that's where the ominous willows are. A house of ill repute and a pub called Factus Est. The twins, since spend their time at the ladder, stand there as dangerous for both your life and sanity. What's the Willows? A malicious wench lives there. Name's Hana Angel. A proud potato if I've ever seen one. She used to be a famous singer, and now she's dealing in spells and hexes. We smash her windows with stones, if not for the respect we used to have for the previous owners. A girl named Willow Mello used to live there, then she died. That's how it goes. No one would have thought about it twice, had she not died right after offering shelter to poor Hana Angel. Grace says that Willow was buried in a closed coffin, and that coffin was suspiciously light. Spooky, isn't it? You kidding me? Yeah, I so pranked you. Now, excuse me, I'm in an awful hurry. We'll talk another time. Hey! Alright, hold on, I've got more. Tell me about the polyhedron. That's where the youngest Cain, Caspar, styled Khan, has fortified. Fortified? What? There are more than 1,000 children up there now. Every child in the town went to the polyhedron, except for the urchins, orphans, and bold daredevils like me. Are you trying to tell me they live there? Well, the older ones do. The young kids just come by to play, but yesterday everyone who's older than 3 and younger than 15 had a huge gathering there. They're hiding. From the parents. From fate, Bachelor. From fate. Yeah. You cannot hide from fate. Tell me about the crude sprawl. The rottenest place ever. The soil breathes there as though it could swallow you whole. A real bog. What do you possibly need in that place? How do I get there? It's simple. When they tell you to go to hell, just choose any direction. When you found the worst place in the world, this is it. You. I'm gonna smack on the head. Oh, damn it, okay. Tell me about the Tanners. Just let's try that again. Come on. How do I get there? Oh, there's something very alarming in your eyes. I apologize profusely. It's in Earth, the southernmost eastern district that borders the abattoir. Its other end is adjoined the cemetery. What the hell is that? Growl at me? Thanks. Alright, tell me about the Terrace District. A menacing place. It's the northwest cave of the earth, the backside of the town. It's where the Sabarov's mansion is. We don't play there. Alexander is not to be trifled with. You never know when a strict gaze turns toward you. What's so bad about it? Well, you know... No, who knows? No, don't ever mess with the Sabarovs. Then again, the wife, Katerina, not only a witch, but also a mistress. I was too young to see any of the old mistresses. Katerina was the last one, although I'd never seen her either. Wait, what are the mistresses? Rumor has it they're like goddesses. A mistress is the mother of all. They knew how to control time, focus power, create an outburst. There is another word now, outburst. What the hell is that? I tell the future. I see other things, like I said. Like I said, mothers of all. I see. Oh, wait, forgot. I can trade. Let's barter, lad. Let's see, what have you got? Okay, you don't have anything. Never mind. Damn, I love this music. This is probably like the only thing... This is probably like the music is probably like the one thing this game has over Pathologic 2. Hello, small child. I've heard a lot about you too. What's in your pockets, pumpkin? Damn it, Dankovsky, why do you have to say it like that? Presents, Uncle Bachelor. Do you want to trade presents? Yeah, why not? Sure. What have you got? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, a lockpick. Alpha tablets, outdated immunity booster. Let's see, what have I got here? Oh. It seems she doesn't want any of what I've got. What of you here? You want anything? What are you so happy about, girl? You almost caught the unseen cat. Want to come see her? Where did you find such a cat? It's the famous pale cat. Her eyes like translucent emeralds, her fur is gray, and her body's completely transparent. I would never go after such a fright. The light passes right through her. It's very pretty. Most importantly, she's invisible in the dark and rodents can't hear her. That's how light her step is. She belongs to the pale obtuse. To the what obtuse? It's no use. I know you won't believe me anyways. Just come over and see the cat for yourself when it gets dark, by the 12th warehouse. Password is, hell froze over. I'll do my best not to forget this intricate phrase. Oh. Okay, guess I've, Wait a second. What time is it now? Okay, what's up? The Sullen Haves got an opportunity to catch their breath. This is good. Now everyone will have the time to prepare. Otherwise, we have to mourn our boys, and the Haves would be orphaned. Stolen the Haves. It's just a catchy name. Not considered because each of them has a familiar. A cat, a dog, a crow, or a grass snake. Half a soul more than a normal person, or a normal animal. I thought the locals believed that the normal person was supposed to have one soul. Isn't soul splitting only reserved to your step abominations by the local folklore? You're nuts. The Shavnak don't have a soul at all. Though, perhaps Notkin has finally done it. He used to make fun of the old legends, taunted the steppe, played spirits. So perhaps the Shavnak came to show him his place. What do they do, those soul in the halves of yours? It's a lifestyle that's larger than life. If you join the soul in the halves, you have to adopt a pet. As you raise it, you change. Then when it's grown, it gets the other way around. Your half begins to take care of you, and you're always together, bound forever. And what if the animal dies? I don't know. No half has ever died before. What kind of a soul and a half are you if your familiar can die? They wouldn't take you in the first place. Naturally. Well, looks like all the kids in town have formed a cult. 2 cults, possibly. Fantastic. Slavic parenting at its finest. Alright, you interested in anything I've got? No, you're not. Can I really not scroll the map? I need to find a factory number, like warehouse 12. Okay, so I just need to make sure I meet those kids before midnight so I can see what the... Oh. Hello. Is it just me, or are his eyes a bit too far apart? Well, that's startling. What's wrong with you? Well, you know I'm leaving towns. Could you point me the way to the crude sprawl? Oh, it's on the outskirts of town, by the cemetery and the abattoir. If you're going past it, kind of diagonally, you know, you'll get to the rotten field. And what's the rotten field? It's where they bury the bull's bones. The place is covered with fur instead of grass. It's all bones, bones, bones underground. Bones and horns, yeah. I see. Tell me about the theater. Oh, it's our piece de resistance. A place for most significant things to happen. The shows they do. Puppet plays about a shade, an orphan that came up victorious, a little thief girl, and a scientist who made the world end. Lots of stuff. And where is it? On Spinning Yarn Square. Duh. And where is that? It's in the Marrow District. That's in the middle of the knot, closer to the guzzle. And what's the guzzle? When you're very, very hungry and eat or drink something very, very quickly. Look, here. Thank you for clearing this up for me. I was lost more of this enlightening lesson. Let's see here. Tell me about the tower. You don't need that. Why not? They just won't let you in anyway. There's a secret room inside. What's in there? Like I said, it's a secret. I'll suit yourself. Alright, well then. Okay, well then, who is you? The little ones. Do you play there? Oh yes, we very much do. We also live there and go on journeys sometimes. What's the cathedral in the central square? It's not the central square at all, it's Bridge Square. And the central square is the Spin a Yarn one. Why is it called Bridge Square? Because at first no one knew there was going to be a tower, so the plan was to create a square that would be completely situated on a very large bridge, like that wide. They would make a fun fair there. Well, I guess the tower is quite more compelling. Of course it is. I mean, there could have been musicians at the fun fair, but the tower is way more exciting than any magic tricks. Why is that? Well, because you have masterfully evaded the question. Okay, there we go. And still, what about the cathedral? I don't know. Never been there. My sister attended sometimes, always comes back with a handful of love letters. How old is she? I think 20, I think. And it makes sense. Well, I hope you guys can make more sense out of that than I could. Alexandre Stomatin's pub. That means this house over here. Whoa! Oh, damn it! Let me through the hedgerows! Oh, yes, Razor Blade, yes! Slowly but surely, I build my fortune. Ooh, another one! Okay, that's not the entrance. Perhaps this one is the entrance? Ugh. Oh, it's dark in here. Hana, you in here? Oh, there you are. No, I mean, I'm just rummaging through your stuff. Nope, nothing. Damn, her dialogue is the quietest yet. Oh, that is really too much. Who the hell are you, and why do you don this dreadful outfit? My outfit is dreadful? My name is Daniel Dankovsky. What's wrong with my outfit? It's snakeskin. Are you a performer, a circus actor, a tamer? Tell me the truth. You calm down. I'm a scientist. Professor, do you understand? I study death. I thought so. I knew someone like that would pay me a visit very soon. How horrible. What's horrible? Everything. Everything's horrible. You came to, after me, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. So that man, he's like dead, right? Wait, did I miss a corpse? I just somehow ignore a corpse. Where'd your guest come from? Oh, I was so scared. He barged in here all bloody. I thought he was sent here, but he didn't try to attack me. Oh, just look at those hideous wounds. Like he was killed with precision to mangle the body as much as possible. Who would do something like this? An experienced surgeon, someone who knows anatomy. His sinews are cut. He was mumbling something to that extent. There's this hunt for Simon Kane's murderer going on, right? Well, I think they mistook this guy for the culprit, even though he's actually a hunter, not a huntee. It was Simon's murderer that wounded him so horribly, wasn't it? Why do you think the man himself is not the murderer? But he was going after the murderer. They tried to ambush him at the station. In case he tries to catch a ride away from town. You know what? Their assumptions were correct. This guy did indeed come face to face with the murderer there. Here's the result. So she, I suppose by her own intuition, questionable intuition, thinks this guy was murdered by the murderer who is posing as one of the vigilantes hunting for the murderer, which I suppose makes a good deal of some amount of sense. Okay, is that what he told you before passing away? Oh, yeah, why are you surprised? It makes sense for him to try and explain why he barged in anyway. His story was very haphazard, though. Actually, didn't see him much at all, but I think I know what happened. You were too kind. By the way, it was Victor No, it wasn't. It was Yulia. But, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and let her think it was Victor. Just don't call anyone here, okay, please? I'm begging you. If they find a dead man in my house, that's hard to explain. But I promise I'll do so later, when we have the time. I didn't even kill him, I swear. And I couldn't have mutilated him so horrendously. Hey, why are you so anxious all of a sudden? Yeah, there's something off about her. Oh, many people would be more than happy to accredit this blood to my hands. They just need an excuse, a chance to grab me by the arm. This was so hard that I'll even confess. Just help me bury him, will you? I can see a spark of kindness in you. Go to the cemetery, tell the caretaker there's someone less than living in my house. And the caretaker won't go about asking unnecessary questions. She isn't much of a talker. People used to think she was mute, but she's so kind, a true angel. Some people gladly die to be taken care of by someone like her. Is she underage? Since the old caretaker died, another dark story. Anyway, his daughter's the one who's taking care of the cemetery now. Name's Grace. She'll see to this dead man as though he was still alive and kicking. I mean, figuratively, of course. Okay, and I'll those over in the investigation. I'll tell the Canes about this, let them about this situation on their own. You're undoubtedly in the right, it's evident. I think the wind is changing. Why there's so many outsiders in the town. And I'd like to hear your honest opinion. Do you also find Simon Kane's death unnatural? No, not at all. How could someone living on, or perhaps even beyond the edge of what's humanly possible, not die? At least that's what the smart people are saying, not my ideas. So Simon loved to challenge limits and restrictions, I gather. Indeed, he loved it, and he was good at it. You could bury him underground for a couple of days and he'd be totally fine. He was pierced with iron rods once, too. One of them broke in his chest, but Simon didn't die. Yeah, it must have been a real hit at parties. Tricks like this would be incredibly popular in a circus. Oh, I miss the man. I find it hard to believe they'd let you anywhere near him. Alright, so who could have killed him? An envier? It just occurred to me that he could have killed himself. Why? I don't know, there's no one else that could have done it. Not one, and I mean it. Neither the biggest hater nor the most desperate beggar. I mean, in his case, suicide is way more believable conjecture than murder. Are you sure? Nobody is to blame for his death. I honestly believe that Simon was doomed. What he did was too much for a single person to handle. I feel my leg is being pulled. Simon was mutilated, like specifically. And he was found inside... Actually, he was found inside the focus. How did anybody get in there to talk to him? Actually, wait, I never saw the body. Hold on a minute. Oh, there he is. He blends in really well with that carpet. Okay, no inventory. I can't rob him. Alright, okay, so... Alright, so... Lad, Laura... And then I'll tell, Then I'll tell one of the Canes. Real quick, though. Okay, no. Real quick, I'll just save. Alright, just keep walking down this way. Take the bridge. I already looked at those. Oh ho 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 ho! Loot box dead ahead! Nope. Damn. The gotcha did not do me well today, chat. That's what I'm gonna start calling it, the garbage gotcha. Yes, yes. There we are. So many pharmacies. Alright, Vlad, let's talk. Oh, you must be... Ah! Capella! Look at all of this. If only my dear mother was alive, she'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her, but who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Katerina is supposed to take care of you? Katerina is scared like a child herself. That's like she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true, just like it's always been. But they are becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Yeah, too bad I didn't know your mother. Wait, can't she really predict the future? She sees the vague features, and she always speaks the truth. It's like a true mistress ought to. I see. I have a terrible headache, but it will pass soon. Quinine can help if you don't have anything better. Okay. I guess I'll try and find another one. There we go. This one should let me talk to Vlad himself. Why does he just have a picture of this in his house? Ah, there he is. Ah, Bachelor Dinkovsky, of course. Who else can be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. How curious, and what is the current state of your industry? Come now. It's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? It would be pointless to object. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special. Very special. That means common standards don't apply here. That would be very naive. You are probably right. Getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague Isidore Barak and about the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with this. They say Isidore was murdered by a step demon, Shabnak Adir. There was a thingy. Thingy is just such a funny word to imagine him saying. The talon they fished out from the wound. I can take this from kids and weirdos, but you, a respectable negotiant. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? Used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. Scoffer if I've even seen one. Even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now, esteemed sir, eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here, play dummies dance, and bulls talk. How do we catch this creature? There must be a way, right? I have no idea, I'm not a steppe man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are, productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. For how long they're quacking amongst themselves. Who would seriously take interest in that? What was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins, my grave sins. You don't think they're like the steppe people. They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a steppe person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. Great, So what of your son? Perhaps you could tell me more about this creature? Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? You have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet, you hear me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Yes, undoubtedly. Getting everything on track won't be an easy task. How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't, not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. So Simon's course of action contradicted yours? Come now, what I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. Works. Yet they say Simon was the one to bend the circumstances. Not the other way around. No one seems to doubt that. Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body. You'll see for yourself. It just happened. Cain won't let me examine the body. Well, that's temporary. A family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were you to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Georgia Cain didn't appear sentimental to me. Isidore came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. So, what if he did? I'm also aware of what you two have been talking about. All I want to know is why you left to see Simon afterwards. Oh my, pray forgive me. So he wanted to bring me to heel, that traitor, that bastard. But what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? What did he tell you? Who else could he have spoken to? Perhaps someone who could take measures? Of what kind? That, my dear and respectable friend, is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. See the skin and meat delivery reports. You know how hard? No way, it's my domain. Whether anyone riots or not, I'll have my way with them. I see, I see. You're the big guy here. Yeah, there's something up with Vlad. The lower rabble, and then the Canes. Am I going the right way? Yeah, kinda. Ooh, a trash can! No. You got anything? Why do you just have... Why do you have shotgun shells, child? That kid's just running around with shotgun shells. Sure, why the hell not? Alright, so I'll keep going this way, and then take, be a stairway I need to take into the other neighborhood. Ooh! No. Yes! I just need to find a water dispenser. Or a fountain. Still nothing I can barter with. Alright, that's Laura's place right there. Real quick, I'm just gonna stop over here and fill up this water bottle. Ooh! Garbage! Yes. I'm probably going to talk with Laura and then call it a day for the... Oh, okay, there's a lot of people here. Who are you? Can I talk to you? Yeah. Why are they all bowing to you? What? What? What the hell? You were the person that came to Mariakaina in a dream. I recognized you right away. My name is Laura Rabel, and this is the shelter. You are always welcome here. My name is Daniil Dankovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. I always have guests, but your face looks so sad. Well, yes, I'm the mistress of this house after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I would never become one. Why not to serve people to the best of my ability? Who are the capital M mistresses, then? The mistresses of this town, we call them dream mistresses. Ekhaina, Olgimskaya, and Sabarova. Now, after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They are far less impressive than their mothers. For now, of course, Murray is probably the best. Good to see children continuing the life work of their parents. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are to used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back in order. Right. You are quite successful, and I'm happy to help you if I can. I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that. A celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have. Because I want you to do a certain good thing and ask a favor of you. Please do. A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illnesses. Made us worried, but unfortunately we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. And in the end, it turned out the children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of a game kills children? I mean, I can think of one. I believe it's called Berserker. Like, no, literally, that's like the one game that's been confirmed. Like, for those of you guys who don't know, it was an arcade game back in the day that actually did cause one kid to have a heart attack. What in the world? What kind of game kills children? Or maybe it was an epileptic seizure, I can't remember. They were playing, what do they call it? Well, it was some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then, the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they're contemplating doing it again. Someone's already been poisoned. What can I do? But what for? I try to ask the kids, but they don't trust us. They think we want to put an end to this dangerous game because we are mean and stupid adults that simply don't get it. So here I was coming very handy. So you want to play with them and gain their trust? That's no simple feat. No, it's much simpler. There's a house somewhere in the town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella Ogimski's daughter believes that the house will be unlocked today. I'll do my best, of course. How can I find the house? Capella mentioned is next to one of the ruins. My friend couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think you might be able to see the house you're looking for from Ava Jan's window. But more importantly, it should be unlocked. Do people around here believe the door was unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes we do, but generally houses are supposed to be locked up because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. Not everyone's so afraid of the man-eater. Of course, everything's locked. That case won't be hard to find. Won't be that hard to find, I see. You're not superstitious, Okay, alright, I'll go report the body at Anna's mansion to the Canes, and then that's where I'll call it quits. My apologies for the lack of stuff happening in this episode, fellas, but I'm sure it'll pick up soon. Yeah, I already rated those. You got anything? Nope, you don't want anything. Oh, hold on, let me just double check. Why don't we barter here? Oh, okay, I see. So if the number shows up, that means they're interested in it. Am I going the right way? Whoops! Oh, missed the bridge. Yeah, this is correct. B-hop! 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 I think this might make me travel a little bit faster. And every second counts in a game like this. Hey, it doesn't want anything. Alright, here we go. Oh dear, the music just changed. I wonder what that's about. Ah! Hi, after a beer, hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. D-U-I, how about you die a 200 miles an hour? Little do you know, up on gas, I'm a git. You're found making ass. I'll rise this fuck with my broken truck. It seems you're out of luck. Truck! Hello, ghosts. Hello, raiders. We are here playing Pathologic Classic HD. So to summarize, an immortal man has been murdered, which has put a crimp in my character, Daniel Dankovsky's plans to cure death. Also, there might be a shape-shifting man-eater running around town, committing murders. Hey, yeah, draft again. Okay, okay, those could help me. I'm screwed before. Greatest days for your society. Okay, first suburbs, second those against these, third one is us. Okay. More than one carry. Okay, I believe. No, and what am I supposed to do then? That inspires hope. Okay, come on, get. Where do I report that, Alright, I think I'm just, unfortunately, guys, yeah, bye, go, see ya, bye, everybody. I'm gonna save real quick. But yeah, unfortunately, this is guys, let me know when the ad ends, because I'm gonna go ahead and, damn it. Yeah, let me know when the ad ends, and I'll go ahead and find someone to raid out to. Alright, let's see here. Who have we got? Damn it, I got... Really gonna have to alt-tab to do this. Alright, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Vesnia Zemea. They're currently doing War Thunder. They're a variety streamer. They play a large number of different games. Okay. I mean, Delta, you can actually turn it on right now. You can actually hit it. It's a redeem. It's a free redeem. You can do it right now. Here, I'll do it actually. Let's see here. Where is it? Damn it, should be right here. Where'd it go? I thought it was free. Where is it? Where can I play it? Where? There should be a place where I can play it again. Hold on. Damn it. Yeah, no, sorry about that, Delta. I don't know how to play it. I thought it was somewhere around here. Usually Boat can play it. I don't know where it went to. I couldn't hear anything. I was so perplexed until I realized I had the wrong headphones on. Yeah. That happens to me sometimes. Yeah. Fortunately, fellas, I gotta go, so we're gonna go ahead and raid out to Vesnia Samaya. Whoa! Alright, after a beer, hey, that bump, it's shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on gas. I'm a kid, your fountain making ass. Pulverize this fuck in my Gergen truck. It seems you're out of luck. Truck. Alright, unfortunately, Vesnia Zemaya is no longer live. I'm not sure what happened. So instead, we're gonna raid Rowan VT. Here we go. / raid Rowan VT. I love it. Yeah, I love it too. I love it too. Also, your voice is so similar to the singer? Really? You think so? Alright, here we go. Ready up in 3, 2, 1. Alright, raid!